Welcome to the MYP Design Show, and here it is, my new OBS Studio recording. I hope you will find this entertaining and informational. Your quarantine time is going to take up until October 21st, and that means that for the next 3 design lessons you have to work from home, and I'm going to show you during this video of what you are required to do. Let's roll the intro. So what is this all about? Well, it's all about our Unit 1 and Criterion B. Now, I posted on your Google Classroom tasks from 1 through 7, and I just want to show you now what it is all about. And while we work through this, I'm going to use the website that I shared with you in this task, in this assignment, and then I'm going to use your design portfolio slides as an example so that you can get a full idea of what you are supposed to be doing. Now, all I want you to think about is how can you make this process to look more like your thinking and not just my thinking. So feel free to change the look of the slides. Make sure you add your drawings, your audio recordings, video recordings, all different kinds of design ideas that you are making so that you take ownership over this. With this scaffold, with these slides, what you are getting out, make sure that you use them to your best of your ability. Now, before we go forward, let me just show you a full screen of what is the rubric for this criterion. Let's go and check this out in full screen. So here we go. Number one thing is that if you are, again, thinking of the command terms, we want to develop a list of success criteria for your solution. We want you to present feasible design ideas using appropriate mediums and outline the key features which can be interpreted by others. So annotations. We want the student to present the chosen design describing those key features, and then you create a planning storyboard, a script which outlines the main details for making the chosen solution. And so what will this look like? What are we really going to do here? Well, let's go back into our split screen and let's walk you through. So here is a task 1. Create a detailed list of design specifications and justify your choice. And in IB world, what we look at it is that I've listed aesthetics, target audience, function, manufacturer, materials. But you can also talk about safety, learning environment, cost, size, so that you create the design specification that matches your process. The next thing what we'll do is that we'll go and look at the 3 possibilities. Now, the idea here is that before you have the 3 possibilities is how do you get to this point? So you should be brainstorming or creating a drawing that shows your different ideas. And from these ideas, you're going to create at least 3 design ideas. And you're going to need to annotate your storyboards in detail too. Number one, enable others to interpret your design. Number two, explain how they meet your design specifications. And then three, explain your design thinking. Once you've done your task two, task three is to collect feedback. So you're going to present your three possibilities. And what should those possibilities look like? Well, they should look like this. There should be a storyboard. And let me go into full screen for this storyboard for you. And in this storyboard, we have red arrows pointing to movement. So these are kind of shot by shot storyboard. This is a very detailed one. And I don't think this would be the best kind for you to do a sketch storyboard, which could be more like this, or like this, or you could even go like this. Now, one of the things that you have to keep in mind is that you are going to be working on a story mountain, so that you're looking at your setting and you're having an inciting incident. There might be struggles, conflicts, risks, danger, problems, and then there might be a crisis. And then what will happen? There's a climax, there's a resolution, and then it takes us to the end where there is change or some sort of connection that is made. Now, your sketching could be this. This could be the annotated ideas. And it could look this simple. Or even like this. So the idea for you is to create three ideas, going from the three ideas so that you can then present them in a way that someone else will understand your ideas. Once you've collected your feedback, you need to choose your product. Which one of those ideas will you then work and improve? And that will happen by first evaluating your design against the specification. And that is what you're going to do. Now, when you are assessing your design against the specification, you need to use that information that you received and make connection between the two. And then, when you're choosing your design, you're writing a paragraph explaining which design you chose and why. And then the final plan for your solution is that you are going to present your chosen design. You're going to annotate that. It should be clear from your annotation how your design meets your specifications, and it should meet as many as it possibly can. And finally, create your chosen design. You do your storyboard and final script. And in your storyboard, now you really need to have the storyboard that will have those shots by shots explaining of how long each shot is going to be, so that you'll know how much time you'll need to create your shots. Because if you choose to do a 4K resolution, 60 FPS, really smooth animation, you're going to need to do 60 shots for each of each second. So maybe then you'll see, oh, I don't have enough time to make an hour-long video. How long can my video be? So this is what the month of October should be about. Criterion B and developing your ideas. Now, what we must do all these points to be successful. But also, what I really want you to start thinking about is how are you making this to a best kind of learning experience for you, that you combine the learning of creating a complex idea, creating a animation of a complex idea into an understandable idea for your clients. And then you're combining your learning. So how are you mastering the animation technique? How are you going to challenge? What are you going to do so that your animation is going to be intriguing? Is it a technique that you're going to be using, or is it the idea or the way you're presenting? How are you considering the multiple languages that we have? And how are you considering that your skills are growing so that maybe you could be teaching stop motion animation as a workshop to other students? So all in all, let's go back into a summary. What do we need to do? Well, it is to create a detailed list of design specifications, 3 ideas, storyboard them, sketch them, annotate them, and present them. Collect feedback from your target audience. You will evaluate then your ideas against the specifications and pick the one that matches them perfectly. You're going to justify your choice of design because it matches the design specification and because it is the something that your clients want to see. Present your choice of design after you have created that choice design. Thank you for watching. I will post a shorter video for you about each and all each task separate. So stay tuned for those videos as well. Thank you for watching.